Audio files. Make it hit again.
Yeah, look at me now. Yo, what's up? What's up? Dawn, and welcome back to another reaction, y'all. So we got some terrible news right here. Florida woman doused herself in Diet Mountain Dew to erase DNA after killing roommate. Now, Florida is like one of my favorite states of all time. I have a best friend that lives out there. Every time I go to Florida, I've been to Florida. I can't even count how many times I've been to Florida, but every time I go to Florida, I always have a great time. But they say the craziest people in the world is either from the Bronx in Florida. And I never really witnessed anything crazy in Florida, but I don't live in Florida. But I keep hearing all these stories, man. So, a blood-smudged Florida woman suspected of murder accrued additionally charges after she asked police for a soda, then poured it all over herself. In an attempt to scrub forensic evidence from her body, Daytona Beach police said. Nicole A. Max, 35, was charged with tampering with evidence and resisting arrest with violence and premeditated first-degree murder in the death of 79-year-old Michael Cerasoli on August 5th, per a probable cause affidavit shared with Fox News Digital by police. Affidavit, that's a written statement by oath. But 79 years old? Firefighters were called to a smoldering home on the 600 block of Clark Street at 1:46 a.m. on July 1st. Clothes on the second floor had been set on fire. The Volusia County Sheriff's Office told Fox News Digital, but said that they had no additional information on the arson investigation. After quickly extinguishing the flames, first responders found Cerasoli lying face down in a blood-spattered room. He had suffered blunt force trauma to the head and stab wounds to the torso, police said. The dead man's landlord told police that Max was his other tenant, but the woman was nowhere to be found. Whew! Oh, y'all. That's a crazy ass right there. I'm going to show you the picture. Oh my God. Nicole A. Max, 35, was charged with first-degree premeditated murder on July 1st, as well as evidence tampered and resisting arrest for pouring soda on herself in an attempt to scrub forensic evidence from her body, police said. I didn't even know soda could do that. Sorry. 2 cell phones were recovered near the 79-year-old corpse. One belonged to the victim, while the other which had a bloody knife balance on top of it, belonged to Max. Less than 2 hours later, police said they spotted a barefoot Max with blood on her leg and ripped shirt outside of Crystal Restaurant in the nearby community of Holly Hill. So the bitch killed the old man and went to get something to eat. When they approached, police said she dropped the knife and the hammer at their feet. Yo, this is horrible. Max evaded questions about her recent whereabouts and where she lived, first pointing in a direction and saying they live right over there by a nearby pawn shop, and then claimed she had been living on the street for the last 4 years, police said. Hold on. Max evaded questions about her recent whereabouts and where she lived, first pointing in the direction and saying she lived there, right over there. Okay. I thought she tried to blame it on somebody else. She denied knowing Cerasoli when the detective showed her his photograph. When pressed, police said she conceded that she knew the man, but denied seeing him on the day he was murdered. Then she shifted again, telling police she currently lived in Cerasoli and was there at their home early that day. See, when you start switching up your story, you start to look guilty. This is making me uncomfortable. Daytona Beach police then took Max into custody for questioning per their probable cause affidavit. After she was read her Miranda rights, Max told detectives that she never entered Cerasoli's bedroom and only set foot on the second floor on their shared apartment to feed her spiders. Oh, she crazy. She a woman that's not scared of spiders? Oh yeah, stay away from those, y'all. All women are scared of spiders. When asked about the weapons she had dropped, police said Max became agitated and demanded a lawyer. Police returned later with a warrant to test the woman's bloodied body for DNA evidence. Max then asked for a can of Diet Mountain Dew and poured it on her body. Oh, it didn't say that. I just said that. But it said she asked for Mountain Dew and the police obligated her. She began to procrastinate with the drink. Then detective tried to pull the can away from her, police said. Then Max began to resist and poured the can of soda all over her body and hair, pulled away from the officers in an attempt to interfere with the possible evidence on her body, according to affidavit. Police then allegedly forced a pulling and kicking Max into their cruiser. Blood on the knife found near Sarasoy's body matched samples taken from Max's clothing. Police said the Daytona Beach News Journal reported that her DNA was also recovered on the weapons and handle. Yo, she went to Crystal to get something to eat, with blood on her clothes. I wonder if they have like surveillance on that. Max is being held in Volusia. I hate that word. Volusia County Jail without bond and the schedule for a court appearance on September 5th. A recent study from North Carolina State University indicated that sucralose, a common artificial sweetener, also known as Splenda, and found in Diet Mountain Dew and other sodas, can break down the genetic material that makes up DNA. While researchers found that the sweetener could put people at risk for disease and wear down the lining of the intestines, it is unclear whether dousing oneself in soda would actually eliminate forensic evidence. And you pouring that all in your body. And I used to love Mountain Dew too. Mountain Dew tastes so good. But I heard a rumor about it and I was like, you know what, I ain't drinking that no more. You probably know what rumor I'm talking about. But let's go ahead and that was painful to read, y'all. Like, she killed the old man. Like, she just killed somebody's granddad. And I probably know why she probably did that shit because he was getting on her nerves. Probably kept asking her to do shit like, yo, bring my applesauce and medicine. And he never satisfied, so he kept nagging her. She was like, you know, I'm sick of it, Mr. Sarosi. Let me stop. That's not even funny. Don't laugh. Stop laughing.
And for that, she's been charged not only with the premeditated first-degree murder and resisting arrest, tampering with evidence, because they say the Mountain Dew has Splenda in it, and Splenda destroys forensic evidence. Huh? And I'm not the only one saying this with the...
And how'd she even know that?
No. It's actually a study at North Carolina State and the University of North Carolina saying that Splenda, the sweetener that's used in Diet Mountain Dew and some other sodas, can destroy forensic evidence. So I had to ask Joseph Scott Morgan, what the? The reason I asked Joseph Scott Morgan is because he's a forensic analyst and a certified death investigator, and he's a distinguished scholar of applied forensics at Jacksonville State University. How does it work? How does Mountain Dew and Splenda destroy forensic evidence?
Hey, Ash, thanks for giving me this case. This is so bizarre. It's the sweetener's called sucralose, and it's actually a substance that is used as an artificial sweetener. And there is this academic study that was performed by NC State. I think my question is that did the accused have time to sit around and read a dry academic paper about this? Did she have this deep understanding? Because that goes to intent. When she took this drink to pour it on there, did she have the intent to destroy this at a molecular level? Because what happens is that NC State opines that application of the substance is something that's actually referred to as genotoxic or mutagenic. And so it goes in and it actually binds with or destroys the proteins within the DNA. And so it eradicates it. Now, I don't know how deep they've dug into the study, because a lot of this involves study of the gut And that means the ingestion of it, how it infects us internally, and the metabolism of the substance into our being. And just to apply it superficially, but here's the hook, and I don't want to bury the lead.
This is crazy.
But she didn't get all of the DNA. She didn't get the DNA at the scene. And that's the problem here.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.
First, I want to apologize about the little joke I made earlier. My condolences go out to the man's family. But how she know that? Like, how she know to pour Mountain Dew on her skin? Like, how she know to do that? That's crazy. Like, she's educated, obviously. Crazy as hell and educated. Oh man, that's insane, y'all. Hey, if you go to somebody's house and they got a whole bunch of Mountain Dew, you better get out of there. And people are dangerous. But I'm glad I covered this because I've learned something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get any ideas of, like, you know, buying Mountain Dew to do some dumb shit. I mean, I'm not gonna do that. But I mean, it's good to know, like, this type of stuff, that Mountain Dew has artificial sugar in it that could kill forensic DNA. Wow. I wonder if they're gonna start making memes like if somebody try you, like, oh really? And then act like they kill somebody and then pour Mountain Dew all over their body. I could see that happening. But go ahead and put your comments down below and tell me how you feel about this situation. Do you like Mountain Dew? Would you like to go drink some Mountain Dew? I used to love Mountain Dew, but I stopped. Yeah, let me get up out of here, man. That's crazy, man. Rest in peace to that old man. My condolences go out to his family. She deserved to be in jail. Put her under the jail. Throw away the key. Go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and share. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. See you in the next video. Deuces.